Yo, what is up guys, I'm here hitting you up with a new Etheria restart video. You already saw the thumbnail, so you know what's all about. Now, while I will talk over the topic of this video of today, I will do my Dreamweaver stuff because I actually didn't play Dreamscape once yet. So bear with me, so we have to look at something while I'll just do my general yap session for this game. Also guys, make sure if you want to see more Etheria content to like this video, and if you didn't subscribe yet, subscribe as well. I plan on making more Etheria content moving forward now. I just have a lot of time playing Arknights Enfields right now, but I feel like I will not actually cover this game as like a content specific game that I will make videos about. I did a couple of videos, but I feel like I don't really want to do so, and moreover I will focus on Etheria restart and a little bit of CZN overall. I think that's where it's it for me right now when it comes to the overall content creation. But yeah, now for the topic of this video, what I want to say, looking at the current meta game, or in general, I think personally that Mary was a huge mistake. Same goes with Fiamelia. Now, why are these units a huge mistake? Now, they always said to us that they really take balancing seriously and they don't want to power creep and stuff like that, but that is actually not true. And if we look at Mary in particular, this unit is way too strong for its own good, right? And for some reason, they also backtracked from their earlier statement about they will be nerfing characters for balancing and longevity reasons, but they actually never followed up with that, except obviously it's a 4-star character like Kazuyu. That one got nerfed. But outside of that, SSR characters will not receive any nerfs, only buffs. And it's also a huge bummer because that we have just some units that needs to be nerfed. I mean, like, for example, as I said here, Mary, for example, is just way overbought. And the problem a character like Mary creates, which also is pretty noticeable now that we also got Fiamelia, there are actually two things. So one thing I want to mention first is the power scaling between RGB units and LD units. I think it really became apparent now, and there's a pattern now over the last couple of banners and patches that really the LDs are the trendsetter, the meta setter, and will dictate the play style of the RTA seasons. The RGB do have some playability overall in certain setups and stuff like that, but they are not as game-changing as the LD units that are getting released every second banner, right? It's very noticeable. We got Mary, we got Lowen, and Lowen was actually a little bit on the, I would say, more balanced side of things. And even though she was on a more balanced side of things, she is actually really strong. She's apparently majority of the time still used as like a anti-Mary unit, but that does not always work 100% of the time. But even that she has so many use cases. She's also such a very strong and annoying unit if you just set her up correctly. And now we have gotten Fiamelia too. And dude, of course I'm losing all these feathers. It's insane. This game, I'm telling you guys. But yeah, the thing is that now it's really about, can you pull all the LDs that are coming because you need them? Because if you don't pull for the LDs, then you're basically throwing yourself at a disadvantage, because when you have these LD units, what they really do for you is making sure that you are competitive enough for PvP. And if you don't have them, you're basically forced to always pre-ban them because there's no way you counterplay them. So that's just a huge disadvantage where you put yourself into. But really, outside of that, is the problem, or the main problem that I have with these type of characters, is the gameplay mechanics. I mean, you already see here Mary in action. But what these units basically do is they create a turn 0 meta. What do I mean by a turn 0 meta? And I really dislike this direction overall, because this is where skill also gets removed from the game, and your whole progression, like your whole grind and everything you put in, and your time and effort is also basically for nothing. It's not respected at all. So what I mean by that is, that most of these units we have always these turn 1 and turn 2 discussions, but we also have turn 0 units. And that was the most apparent in the game This Light, which I played before from this type of style of games. And I still have a little bit of PTSD from this stupid ass game, but it's gotten a lot better nowadays. But the problem with turn 0 units is they are interacting with the board without them even need to do anything. They don't need to get a turn to be oppressive. Okay, so that's what I mean by turn 0 unit. Mary is the prime turn 0 unit, and Etheria is now another turn 0 unit. Why is that the case, and what makes a unit a turn 0 unit? It's very simple. Now looking at I don't even want to go into the whole discussion about Amber. You all know that Amber is just bullshit and they better just nerf it. It just creates such a toxic environment no matter what. And they also for some reason refuse to add more units that have AoE wounds and stuff like that to counter this stupid dog shit. Xantic was a step into the right direction, but it can't be a solution. And it's just so annoying when people like to just stack quadruple Amber and stuff like that. It's just simply not fun. And they're probably the only reason why Amber is not nerfed is because it's just there to increase the playtime of the matches for the esport reason, esport content, where they just want to increase the uptime or watch time of their tournaments. So Amber just artificially increases the overall matches or the duration of the matches from like 1 minute to like 20 minutes, at least from a feeling perspective. And this is really about it. Just for the uptime of the matches. That's about it. If it wouldn't be for that, it probably would have been nerfed, but that's the reason it didn't get nerfed yet. It's because of the esports tournaments, really. That's about it. Now, when it comes though to units like Mary and Etheria, the problem these units create is all you need to do is you put up a gear. Your gear doesn't need to be particularly strong or good or whatever, but they just piss you off and push you just by being there. They don't even need to do anything, because with Mary, once she reaches her 100 stacks, she then move, boom, AoE now hits, pushes back, she gets in front, can do another one, S1, procs, Bramble, kills something, boom, procs, hits everything. You know all the shenanigans she does, right? But the thing with her is she doesn't need to get a turn for that. She just stacks her passive, her stacks, and then she moves and does her thing. And this is where the problem comes. And it's not the same with Etheria too. Etheria has the same problem right now. She just stacks, doesn't need a turn. Like theoretically, she doesn't need any speed. You can run her on 0 speed and it would be fine if you play her correctly. Let's say you give her Amber, not Amber, sorry. You give her Alicorn and you also give her, what is it called? Blood buff. And now you just wait for her stacks to fill up and then she auto gets her turn and does her thing, right? It just downplays the effort people put into farming the gear. That's really the biggest gripe I have currently, is that they undermine the process we went through grinding our gear, optimizing our gear, getting our characters where we wanted it to be. We're putting so much effort into these units, grinding for weeks, months, and so on, to really getting that one set going for them, building them correctly, also with the speed tuning and everything and so forth. And then they're releasing units that are basically where play 1 players could just play that character in PvP and could beat you theoretically in PvP, even though they didn't even play a fraction of your game time, just because their kits are so broken and they're designed so that you really don't need anything to make them stupidly OP. And that is where the problem really comes into this game right now, which is that turn 0 units should never be a thing in this game. And I really hope they are moving away from this, because I'm telling you something, since I did play This Light, if they continue with this, what will happen eventually is that at some point, not right now, but at some point, the whole Etheria meta will be just turn 0 passive interactions, okay? Who can trigger more passes turn 0? Now, a couple people will say, yeah, but we got Silence, for example. Silence really doesn't do anything against turn 0 interactions, really. That's not how it works, and you have counterplays for that as well, and they need to find a solution for that. But once then a battle starts, it's all about, okay, it now starts, and now all the passive triggers and interact with each other. You're actually not playing the game at this point anymore. It's just random interaction that happen, and then whoever has the better RNG, more or less, wins the battle. And really, that's not fun, right? There should be that interaction that needs to go into this game, where you have to actively decide what you want to do, how you want to play, who do you want to target, and stuff like that. But if they just stack up all these units with passive abilities over passive abilities, and then having these interactions where they don't even need a turn to do their thing, this is where the problem comes in, right? There should be at least the effort that needs to be put in to that they can actually do their thing, right? Where they can use their mechanics to their advantage. But releasing characters that don't even have any requirements, they don't need to have like a huge amount of speed or whatever stat that would be needed for a unit, where they basically just get everything for free. They get legitimately everything. Oh wait, so you need to build that character on crit rate and HP. Well, no worries that you can't get speed on it, since you need to be focused on other stats, because based on your passive, you just don't need it. Eventually you will just get your turn and do your thing. That's how it goes, right? But yeah, this is how I see it, and hopefully they move away from this. And I wonder if we will ever see nerfs to characters. I personally doubt it. At this point, I'm just waiting for season 3 to arrive, because I feel like currently the most hype moment is waiting for the end of the season, where we can actually see adjustments to the meta game and see what they will bring with new shells and balance adjustments. But I will keep my hopes down, because as I said, with the last balance adjustments, there were a couple of good things, but there were so many things missing. I have no idea what will happen with the next season. I just hope there's stuff going. So as you can see, I'm here at 3,300. I probably will continue playing RTA, so I will also be back with live streaming as well, doing RTA live streams. So come check them out as well if you enjoy me cleaving in RTA, as you know. That's my thing. And yeah, guys, as always, if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. I really appreciate it, and see you with the next one. Deuces.